Okay, this is it. This is it. Kinda. Uh, we're doing the cover. We're doing the cover. And then we, again, are technically done. Um, Forgive me, the dryer is going still. Uh, had to wash all my sheets, get ready for the week since the boy naps in my bed. Um, so I did some pre-gaming to kind of figure out what I want to do. Glad I did. It took me a little bit. Um, so here's what Debbie from Ink and Page gave me. Oh yeah, shout out. Yes. This is the Ink and Page Junk Journal January in March. Uh, Debbie's kit. And so this is the spine cover that she gave. Junk Journal January 2026. I didn't do mine in January. Did I now? No, I didn't. Well, I started it, but it's taken me too long. So I altered this and made it February, and then I put 2026. And I've come to the conclusion, since it's March, I'm not be using this. So I think this year is my year of stocking up. So the journals I do this year, I'll actually use to write in next year. The only one I was able to actually use to write in this year was my actual January journal, which she did in December. I did it in December, used it for my January journal, her junk journal, January journal. I wanted to use as my February journal, but it's taking me too long. Anywho, so I altered it. Well, it still has 2026, and I'm not using it for that. So what I did was I grabbed this, cut out this flower, and we're just going to glue that on top like that to cover that up. And then it's February. It'll still be my February journal, but for next year. She also gave this as it could be an alternate spine. I kind of like it as a belly band. I might use it somewhere in the journal as a belly band. She gave this for like a cover. She used this one because it's still water, so the theme. I, however, like this one because I could see myself, walking out there, sitting, popping my feet in, and just listening to the water and soaking in the sounds. But I think what I want to do is I want to tear it around and then back it with some packaging. Tear that as well, ink it all up real good, and put that on there. And then for the back, I thought about just leaving the back just like that. But then I was like, well, I could put that on the back and kind of do the same thing. But I was really looking at this butterfly. And if you notice the butterfly and it's got the leaves coming out, thinking about tearing around that and then putting that on some torn packing paper as well and putting that on the back. And that way my back's got something on there and I just think it's pretty. And there's so many butterflies inside. Why not? You know, why not? What the heck? So I think that's what we're going to do. I actually want to start with my spine. Uh, get this glued down first. Glue it down real good. I'm thinking I might put a layer of Mod Podge over the entire cover. Just to kind of seal it, I really want to make sure my edges stay down. on this. Like inside the journal, I don't mind if they flop up a little bit, but being that, you know, this is the outside, I really don't want it to catch and rip off, which is why I thought about maybe I should do a Mod Podge sealer on it. Glue on the inside the key. I should have grabbed my tweezers. All right, and we'll place her right down there. Right like that. There we go. All right, other thing I thought about doing is throwing some of this ribbon. Oh my. Like having a little bit of the ribbon stick out. Like that on both sides. Now it'll hang off, which I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. I think I want to do that. I think the easiest way will be to, oof. There we go. That was a big one. I think the easiest way will be to throw, oh my goodness. Now I got fuzz or something on the end of my needle. Hang on. Or my pin, I should say. Okay. Now we're set. And I just stuck my finger in it. Goodness. See about there. Oof. All right. And let's clip this off. Now, if eventually, you know, if the ribbon starts fraying, perfectly fine with that. All right, let's do the other side. I've got glue fingers already. All right. Make sure I have the right side of the ribbon showing. I want that side to show up. Don't stick my finger in it this time, please. Oh no. Oh my gosh. My ribbon almost went flying. The spool, and you know, my luck, it would have unraveled the whole way. Thank goodness it landed in my lap. All right. There's that. Put my ribbon back. All right. So we have that. Now let's make sure this is the right way up. Put my spine on upside down. That would be my luck, huh? And now I'm going to put that on upside down hole like cats. All right, we're going to put it like this. I want to make sure the actual paper part is what's going to stick down. All right. Let's put a ton of glue on. Let's make sure I get the edge glued. A little much on that one. I mean, I said I wanted glue, but come on now. Let's not be redonkulous here. Okay. There. Check this side real quick. Side's off a little. There we go. Double check. Use just a smidge. There we go. I am going to flip this over. Press. Brush down between my signatures. All right. Now, should I glue this down, do you think? I'm going to leave it just for now. Maybe it'll get caught under the Mod Podge when I do that. All right, so for this one, it's the front cover. Let's get this fella here. So I just want to do some inconsistent kind of going around. Kind of make it look like it's like in your dream, or it's hard to describe, like the like a thought bubble, you know, you're thinking of, because it's cold in February. But you're dreaming of, you know, the Christmas is over, the holidays are over. You're starting to get like the winter blues, and you're just thinking about warm weather, going to play in the lake. You know, it's kind of what I'm looking for, I guess. There. I like that. I think it's pretty. Mod Podge. This ink is going to smear. I should probably get my archival ink out. I will after. I'm going to get this like quote unquote base layer, which will probably smear, and that's all right. But then I'll get some archival ink and go over this just to make sure the ink will kind of stay. Hang on, let's grab that. Dog. Now, hopefully, some of that dark edge will stay when I go over it. All right. We'll have to keep that out. All right. So let's get our paper here. And I'm going to still need that. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I want to glue this down on it first and then tear out what I want. I think that'll be the best way. Yeah. Okay. Some more down here. Again, if this was on the inside, I wouldn't care if that sat up, but since it's on the outside, I don't want it to get caught and rip. I'm just smearing glue everywhere. Get off. My eraser. There we go. There we go. I cared so much down there. All right. Now let's tear this. Like that. Oh yeah, I like that. Oopsie. Yeah, I think I'd be pretty happy with that. It's like what I was thinking in my head. So let's do some archival ink on this. I have to get my, oops, get some extra rubbing on this. Sorry, I got real quiet there, didn't I? That was all up in my head. I'll pull it down into the view there. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. Let's throw some of this archival ink on this. Dirty my ribbon. Knock some of that bright blue down. Alrighty. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Make sure we are unclogged to the mat because I need some glue. Dook. Glue, glue. But I think I am going to glue this down. I'm going to bead. Ooh, I got glue everywhere. Jeepers, crow. Let's take care of that right quick. I go smearing everything. Alright. Oh, I'm happy. I am happy with that. I think there was like a big word that I didn't use just the other day. Hang on. Let's grab our words right quick. Peace. but we gotta rip it because I don't want. That's in my, thought bubble too. Okay, archival ink for sure. All right, see, go like that. Yeah. I don't necessarily need to use Fabri-Tac on this one since it's going on the thing, but that's what I've got out. That's what I've been using. Okay, that's that side. Let's flip her over. And let's kind of do the same thing on this side. I'm going to glue this ribbon down. Since that's what I decided to do on the other side. Whoopsie. There we go. All right. Throw these words back away into here. All right. I better zip her up. All right. So we wanted to do the same. I've got glue bits all over me, which is making everything stick to me, and I'm not like it. All right, butterfly. Let's start tearing this one out. Get on there. Okay. Make sure I tear around all of these leaves. Without tearing the leaves, of course. Alright, I'm gonna have to check the time. I am not necessarily dressed for public consumption, you know what I mean? And I gotta go to book club tonight. So I gotta check the time and make sure. I think I've got plenty of time. I just want to make sure because I want to do my hair, change my clothes. Like, my shirt is fine, but my jeans, I've got my play jeans on. So I'm going to change my pants. I might just jump in the shower. Not like our string, but might as well. That way, if by any chance I don't have a chance to take a shower tomorrow, because with Leo here, depending on how he is, then I won't feel so icky all day having to wait until tomorrow night to take a shower. There. Okay. Let's ink her up. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to look at that book so I could tell you. I know it's called The Lives We Bury, but I can't remember the author. So I'll have to look that up and let you know. I would stop right now and do it, but it's on my phone, which is what's recording this. So let's not do that. Oops, knocked right into my bottle of glue. There we go. A little bit more there. Okay. And this here. I know it's loud. I know it's loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, even Ben was like, oh, what are you doing, Ma? You make too much noise. Okay. Now, let's get her glued down. After this, I'm going to decide to check the time. Step outside with the puppies. It is so nice. I need to get a couple minutes of vitamin D before I lock myself back down here if I have time to do the final go through and decorate. Alright, let's get her glued down on here. Folder there. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I had an itch. And now, how do I want to do this? Let me do more of a look at a frame on this one. We can start with that, and then if I don't like it, I can always tear in and around. Alright, let's start with that. I know it's too big, but I just want to start to see what we got going. Alright, so I want it canted. Alright, so we're gonna have to tear in some. Tear this off. Alright, and let's tear this off. Get this a little closer here. See what we got. I don't like the squaredness of this, so go around and take a little bit more off this side. Oh, a little too much. Sorry if I went off camera there. And I think I need a little bit more off this side. There, like so. Anchor up. Actually, let me move these out of the way. Okay. Now let's anchor up. I was thinking about closures on this and like, should I put a closure on? Because I mean, especially if I go back in and put some more stuff in there, which I'm going to do, like a lot of the journal tags or whatever, can fill all those pockets and everything up. And so I was thinking maybe I should have some kind of closure. So I was looking, because I need to, think about that before I put this stuff on. And I was looking, and I was thinking like punch a hole on each one, put eyelets in, and then tie it that way. But this is the back cover. And remember, I had the envelope back there. I'm not upset about that at all. But the front, I'll show you. I think I could punch a hole in the front and put a piece of string in there, and then just wrap the string around and tie it, and like that. So thinking about doing that. I really should be on here. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing, to throw a closure on there. Either that, or I mean, I could just take a piece of sari silk or something and just wrap it around, and that way it comes completely undone. You take it off and you'll be fine with it. I don't know. I like seriously leaning towards doing the eyelet thing. He seems bigger than the front, doesn't it? All right, got this the right way, yes. Let's put her down. Okay, so it's the back, that's the spine, that's the front. And so here's where I was talking about, like, what if, because I have that space between here, what if I put an eyelet right here and then like use that to tie it around? Really, my fear is, what if my crocodile tool doesn't go all the way through or gets stuck and ruins it? Let's look. Let's just look. I also need, do I have big enough eyelets? I think I do. I think I've got some pretty big ones. Summers. These are pretty thick. Silver. I would have rather had like a brass or, wait, what are these? What are these? Those are tiny. White ones. I mean, white wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I have to choose that before so I know what size. What's this black one? Let's go with the big one. Okay, fingers crossed I don't mess this up. First thing I need is, oh, jeez, to put the hole in it. I gotta stand up so I can see. All right, I want it there. Just trying to line it kind of in between those two envelopes on the other side. All right, ready? Oh, it worked. It frickin' worked. All right, hang on. Be enough. What do I have on here? I have the, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm missing my thing. Oh, I bet you when it fell, I see. I see. Hang on. Hang on. I know you hear me because my microphone is on me. But hang on. I gotta grab. There's one piece. There's the other piece. These had fell when my crocodile fell, and I did not realize that until right now. I need to swap these out. For the big one. Okay. Throw that in there. Are we on it? I believe so. Squeeze. There we go. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Now I want to put this on, but I want to. I'm gonna make it. All right, I gotta think logistics. So when I put it on here, one end has to wrap all the way around, and one end is going to stay here so I can tie it at the closure. So let's have that side a little bit longer. So let's go about here. Okay. Put that in there. Maybe. There we go. And then this can go around and this can stay here and tie. Ish. Yeah? Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of that. What do you think? Finally, I'm happy with it. I am. Uh, Back, spine. So this is going on almost an hour. I mean, so you could stop this now. Look, but here's what we're going to do. We are going to mark it off. Done. Done. Right? Technically done. So stay if you want to see me slop Mod Podge on it. I'm going to do that and then walk away, let this dry. And then later, depending, it could be today after book club, I mean tonight, and then I'll definitely be able to tell you which book it was. I can come on and just do the final thing or what have you, but technically, we're done. So again, you certainly don't have to stay for this part. I just slopped it. Oh my goodness. Because I'm excited about being done. I'm just excited. Are you excited for me? I hope you are. I'm even more excited when like done. Like I go put it on my shelf for next year to use. All right, I just need to clean that up a little bit. Don't need that there. Clean up my spiel. All right, move my paper. I'm actually gonna find my center here. Do this, and I want so put that in case there's drips. All right. Oh, hang on. I gotta go grab my. I want to grab that big. You're coming with me. It's gonna get loud because we're going by the dryer. Sorry. But I had to grab my big paintbrush. Okay, this one. Sorry, I hit the desk too. All right, let's put a layer of this on. So this should help give it a little bit of like a little bit more durability. As you can see, I'm also pushing it, help make sure all those edges are glued down. Okay. That. Alrighty. That is that. This one's still not going down. Go down, you. Put this down and press on that a little bit. Need you to glue down. Okay, buddy. Don't fall in there again. Alrighty. Now I'm just going to let it dry. These bubbles out. Okay. We are done. We are DUN done. So until next time.